as someone that asked 190 people and got 119 responses to doing work with me in my business, I know a thing or two about making an ask. And so in this video, I want to help you make 3 really impactful asks to help you increase your income and your impact in your business. So obviously, the first ask that you can make that give you impact in your business is asking for something directly related to revenue. So I made a list of people that I knew would be juicy clients that I could work with, that I would enjoy working with, that I knew I can solve their problem in a way that was aligned to the offers that I had created. And so those were people that I knew that if I worked with them, it would directly increase my revenue because they would likely want to have an offer with me. And so thinking about who are the people that are already in your network, people that you work with before, or people that have kind of been peeking without speaking. Maybe they haven't pressed the buy button, but you know that they've been in your circle. Those could be people that you make direct ask to for revenue. But there are also people that maybe you see them in the internet streets, maybe as a part of your personal branding, they have been engaging with you, but they haven't quite asked to work with you. Maybe you reach out to them and just notice that, hey, they've been engaging with you. Would they like to have a conversation? So those could be other people that you ask as well. The other thing that you could do to really get yourself out there is this second ask. And this is actually one of my favorite, and it's called reach. How can you make yourself more visible? How can you make yourself more visible through podcasting, through talking on stages, on panels, being at different networking events, and being in spaces where you can be elevated to a stage or a microphone? Because most likely when you're on a stage, when you're on a microphone, when you're seen as an expert in the room, it creates this sense of credibility. And you want people to see you as someone credible because it immediately draws people to trusting you and being able to at least look at you in a different way than they would if they just simply met you at a networking event. Now, there's nothing wrong with meeting people at networking events, but when you are seen as an expert, it heightens people's trust with you, and they're more likely to accelerate working with you or even offering the opportunity for you to do work with them. And so reach is great. So if you know people in your network that are connected to your ideal client, or people that are not necessarily connected to the ideal client, but they might have just a reach of people that would offer their services to do work with you that's aligned to the work, maybe partnership type of work, so similar work as you. Those would be great people to ask to work with because of reach. And again, you want to be targeted, not just any people. This is not about being viral. This is about being targeted, because you can be viral and nobody's going to buy your stuff. No one's going to partner with you that you actually want to work with. It's just a lot of people who know your name. That's not what this is about. This is about getting around the people you actually want to impact, or people that you do similar work with, because you're likely going to touch more people that you impact. And the third thing that you can ask for that's really going to help you increase impact and income in your business is resources. So everything might not be a sale, but you might need resources. It could be a virtual assistant. It could be an intern that can work in your business. Maybe right now you don't have the budget for certain things, but you could use some resources. Maybe it is building space that you can barter for. This is really great, especially when you want to keep your overhead costs really lean in your business so you can be more profitable. And if you know eventually you will want to have a team, but right now you don't, but you still need these things done, it can be great to ask people for resources that can help you grow. And some of these resources can be in the form of mentoring and coaching as well. So finding people that are in your wheelhouse that you've been admiring from a distance, and maybe you just want to know more information about their journey. And that can be very good in terms of helping you grow, because they might know something you don't know, and you can hop, skip, and jump over some of the hurdles that they went through just because you had a 5 or 10 minute conversation with them. So consider what resources would be really valuable to you in the way that you want to grow in your business. Now, when you are making these asks, there are 3 things that I think are really important when you're having these conversations. One is timing. When you're having conversations with people, you want to consider the timing. Is it a time that is really good for them? Will they feel rushed? Making sure that people feel good about the time that they choose to talk to you so that they don't feel rushed. And timing, if it's like a DM or if it's an email or a text, just thinking about time of day so that you're hitting people up during a time when they're most likely to either respond or they're most likely to see it and want to continue to engage with you, even if it's afterward. Because sometimes you hit people too late at night, it might come off a little cringy. So even if they would normally respond to you, you're hitting them up when they're sleepy. They might not remember all of that. So just keep in mind the timing in which you talk to people. The other thing is being targeted. So I said targeted a couple times in this video. You want to make sure that the people you reach out to are targeted, meaning you know what you actually would desire to ask them for, and that is really aligned to your goals. The other part is that you want to make sure it's mutually beneficial. And so targeted in terms of it's highly aligned to your goals, but it needs to be mutually beneficial to this other person as well. And so for me, I want to make sure that my offer is really aligned to this other person, whether the offer is for reach or visibility. If it's podcasting, maybe they're looking for more clients and they want to expand a topic area that I'm really an expert in. That's mutually beneficial to that person. And so making sure that the asks that we have are mutually beneficial to the other person so that they can also feel like you're not just pitch slapping them and asking for things, but you actually want to also give as well, because giving is also attractive. The last thing is tone. Making sure that you have a tone that is pleasant, that is positive. I heard someone say once that happy people make money. People are attractive when you have a happy tone, when you have a positive tone, not a fake one, but an authentic and genuine one. So just consider what your tone is over email, over DM, and as you're having conversations with people, so that it is welcoming, that it is warm, that isn't pushy, and it is not just self-serving. So if you really like this video, then you'll like my 900 Ask case study. So yes, I did a 900 Ask case study earlier in 2025, and I want to share it with you so that you can see all the different asks that I made and learn from my own journey. And if you want more support, you can reach out to me after getting that case study. So until the next time, I'll see you in the next video.